Hi everyone, my name is Deirdre Garrity Benjamin and I will be your instructor this semester, and welcome to Environmental Conservation. This video is going to show you how you can succeed in this course. If this is the first time that you're taking an online course, you'll notice a couple things. I'm actually right now just going to click in to do a student view so that I can show you exactly what you will be able to visually see in this course. If you've never taken an online course before, sometimes it can be difficult to navigate your way around the system, and this is really important for you. As you can see here, you have your courses up here. If you drop down, you'll actually see all the courses you're taking in this semester. So you might have other instructors who are using Canvas, and if that's the case, then you'll actually see all of those courses listed here as well. Here's your Grades tab and your Calendar tab. The Calendar tool tells you when due dates are in this course. One major issue that you need to remember in this course is you should not use the Calendar tool because it actually doesn't give you the true due dates in this course. And there's one big reason why is that for your discussion posts, we actually have an initial post due by Wednesday every week, by 11:59 Wednesday, and then we have a response post due by Friday at 11:59 every week for each session that we cover in that week. The issue is that I cannot put two due dates in the system, so the system shows that a Friday is the due date, but actually the initial post is due by Wednesday each week. So it's absolutely important that you don't use the Calendar tool in that sense, because you will actually miss the initial post due date. And if you miss the initial post due date, the initial post and the response post are worth half of the points for that session each week. So potentially you might lose half points because you've missed a deadline. So try not to use the Calendar tool. A better tool to use is this modules tool here. It's absolutely important, the modules tool. So if I came in every week and I wanted to succeed in this course, I would actually go over here to the modules tool. I would log on let's say a Friday before the following week, and I would read everything in succession, and I'll show you how to do that to see how you can succeed. So here's the home page in this course, and this will tell you a little bit about me and my kids, and here's the syllabus here. It's absolutely essential, and I find this more often than you would not believe, that students actually don't read the syllabus of the course, and that's actually sort of a contract with you, meaning that this is my expectations that I have for the course, and you kind of agree if you decide to take this course. So if you read through the syllabus the first day and you realize this course isn't for you, then I suggest you drop this course and find somewhere else to go. You will also notice that I emphasize in my syllabus, this is a no excuse course. I do not accept any excuses. I know there's a lot of things that happen in all of our lives, but you are given 2 drop quizzes and 1 dropped initial post, and that actually should compensate in case you have a week emergency in this class. There should be no reason that you have more than 1 week emergency in a 7-week class. That definitely should never happen. So if you have more than 1 week of a situation, you may want to rethink taking this class. So you actually see here in this 7-week class, we will cover 2 sessions each week. So we will actually cover session 1 and session 2 in 1 week, and then session 3, 4, and then 5, 6 the following week. So it goes on like this. And here it'll tell you exactly what you have due each week, sort of, kind of here. So you want to make sure you read through this. It's very important. The second thing is here is the Syllabus tab also houses the syllabus, which you actually see here. It'll actually house it here under the Syllabus tab, so you might want to read that. The modules tool here is what I highly suggest you use, and this modules tool here, if you click on it, you'll actually see here, this brings you through each week. So here you go. Course information. This module contains resources you will need in order to succeed with submittals. So right here, the instructions for the course, syllabus, the directions for initial forum posts, the directions for response posts. How do you actually submit those posts? So it actually gives you screenshots on how to submit the posts in case you do not know how to do that. But right here, you make sure you read these 2 important documents. Also, how do I have sources cited? Sources are absolutely important in this class, meaning that whatever opinion you have, you need to back that up with facts. So if I say to you, well, no one goes to school in Philly. No. You need to back that up. 20% of, males between the ages of 15 and 18 do not have a high school diploma in the city of Philadelphia, and then I would cite that source. So I'm actually backing up my opinions with actual factual facts, and that's absolutely important. And as you read my instructions for initial post and response post, you'll see exactly what I'm looking for in terms of that. So when you make your initial post, it needs to be at least 300 words. It needs to actually incorporate some of the sources I have given you this week into your post, and then you need to tie them in with in-text citations, and then you also then need to include that citation fully cited in proper MLA formatting at the end of that post. So it's absolutely essential that you know how to cite in this class, or you will lose points. A web link is not a proper cited source. Do not just put a web link at the bottom of your source. That's not correct. It needs to be in proper MLA formatting. So each week you can move through your course information from top to bottom, and then what you'll do is every week you will move through exactly what is due. Now this is grayed out because it's actually closed, and it will unlock on May 9th, which is the start of our course. So each week you'll see actually a description. You'll see the PowerPoint. So here's the description. You will click on the description. It will tell you my objectives for that week. It will give you a little synopsis of what we're covering in terms of information. And then at the bottom, it'll actually list what is due for the week. You will then see a PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint. Yes, it is the text PowerPoint, but I've also added notes at the bottom of the PowerPoint in text that kind of explain a little bit about each slide. Then will be your forum. So if you click on your forum, it will actually, this is what's due by Wednesday at 11:59, and then a response to another student is due by Friday each week. And then at the end, you actually have a quiz that's due each week for each session. So here in the 7-week course, we will actually cover session 1 and session 2 in 1 week. I know that's a lot of work, but it is a 7-week course, so we need to squeeze 14 weeks into 7 weeks, which means you have double the amount of work each week. If you look here for session 2, you'll actually see the description, then you'll see a PowerPoint, and then you'll actually see these additional readings that I have for you. So you have a podcast, you have a reading, you have a YouTube video, you have another video, you have another reading. These are additional readings besides the chapter reading that is assigned with each session. So every session, you have your description, sorry about that, you have your description, and then you actually have your PowerPoint. You have a chapter in the text that is related to that session, and then you have these additional readings. These additional readings are most likely tied to the forum post. Most of the time, I'm not saying all of the time, but most of the time they're tied to the forum post. If they are not, then it's actually the text that is tied to the forum post. As you can see in session 2, you do not have a quiz. So this week, so in week 1, we will cover session 1 and 2. You'll have 2 initial posts due by Wednesday. You'll have 2 response posts due by Wednesday. And then you'll actually have 1 quiz due by Sunday, 11:59. All the quizzes are due on Sundays. The following week, you'll have due session 3 and 4. And as you see in session 3, you have a post due as well as a quiz due. And you have another post and another quiz for this session. So we'll cover 2 sessions a week. So it is a lot of work and it's a lot of reading. So you need to figure out in your schedule what is best. So that's why I launched them on Friday the week before they're actually due. So you have Friday at 11:59, so you'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before you have to make your initial post. And then you can respond to another student by Friday. So you'll have 1 initial post due for ethics and policy, and then you will have a response post due. And then you have your quiz due every Sunday. And you can see each week everything is listed out. Now in this course you actually have 2 weeks in which you have to watch films. So you actually have Food Incorporated that you need to watch. It's required in session 6, as well as the last session, which is, well, actually session 11, requires you to have watched Gasland. So both of these sessions, it is required, and it's in the syllabus, exactly the 2 films that are required. You can actually acquire them on Netflix as watch instantlies, or you can get them at the libraries. So they are available. They're not boring videos. They're actually pretty interesting videos, but you can see they're both due in this time period. So you need to make sure you acquire them now in the beginning of the semester so that you'll have them when we reach those sessions. So if you want to succeed in this course, I highly suggest you move through each thing each week. So I would start at the top and then work my way down every single week. That's exactly what I would do, and that way you're not missing anything. You're not missing any of the information that you need. So I would open the description, I would read it. Then I would do the PowerPoint. And I would also have my textbook with me, and I would read the chapter along with the PowerPoint. Then I would read all the additional readings, and then I would make my initial forum post by Wednesday, 11:59. And then I could either, at the same time, you can make your response post. If other students have actually been in there and made their posts, then you can respond to them, or you could log back in later in the week, and then you could respond to a student. And then the following week, maybe on Friday, I would maybe do my quiz, and then the following week opens. So then I would leave that Saturday, Sunday open for me to do the next week. So it's all up to you and your schedule, but it's going to take a lot of planning and a lot of thought process in order to be able to, schedule out so you can get all of this coursework finished. Okay, there will be a separate video on how to look at your grades, and you will find that also under this course information session. So make sure you look for a follow-up video that'll show you on your grades, how to look up your grades.